today's video is mindfully navigating a conflict. First and foremost, mindfulness teaches us to be the observer. You have to be in observation that a conflict is arising. And now you want to take the posture of being aware, being present in this moment and being aware. Notice how you feel as the conflict is arising, or the person may not even realize a conflict is and you are conflicted within. But you want to be aware of what is occurring physically in your body, the emotions, do your best to label what you're feeling, and what are the thoughts I'm creating? Remember, your emotions create your thoughts, and your thoughts, and a repetitive one can be a belief system. Many times thoughts are our perceptions and they're not even facts. So you really want to be the observer, especially in a conflicting situation. So gently note what's going on with you in this present moment and observe. Don't react. What emotions are you bringing into the experience that may be making it harder for you to be rational? Gently notice that, this is recognizing what you're bringing. Once you recognize the situation and your personal sensations to that situation and the emotions that are influencing your thoughts, you want to practice the art of allowing it to be. You allow life to be, you accept what is going on. Mindful acceptance doesn't mean you have to like it. It simply means I see what is happening. I'm facing reality. I don't have to like it. It might not be what I wish it was, but it is what it is, right? You allow yourself to have the right to your opinion, and you allow others to have their opinion. And you allow yourself to have whatever negative emotion is occurring. Or maybe there's positive too. By giving yourself permission to those emotions, the emotions do not get bottled up and unleashed at a later date. So you're allowing yourself space to observe rather than being enmeshed in the emotion. You're really trying to encourage yourself to be the observer. So this recognizing, that's the A, and allowing, it's the RAIN, is the technique we're doing, RAIN, and it's a very famous one with Tara Brach, and we're applying it to conflict. Now, sometimes when you recognize the stressful situation and you allow the emotion to be felt and you allow yourself to simply experience what you're experiencing, everything will quickly fade. Gently noting when this occurs. Don't try to conjure up or justify. You want to allow yourself to come into a state of calm. If you're experiencing a type of conflict that is particularly persistent and you're having difficulty managing the emotions, you want to drop into the I of the RAIN acronym, investigate. What's the tone of the experience? What specifically is triggering this sense of challenge or conflict within me? What about this situation is triggering within me? What story am I telling myself about these feelings? And what are these feelings telling me? Is there an alternate story that exists from these feelings I'm experiencing? And is the story I'm telling myself realistic or a perception? What bodily sensations are occurring in my body in this particular moment? And as you investigate, there is no right or wrong answer here. You're trying to just investigate. Curiosity, acceptance, right? And you're trying to practice the art of detaching from that emotion so that you can gain a sense of clarity and calm. So you're just going through a series of questions of asking yourself what you're feeling. Is this something I've experienced before? Is it triggering me? And what's it triggering in me? And what is this telling me? You will know if you have successfully used mindfulness when navigating this conflict when you no longer identify with it. So the N is non-identification. You no longer have statements like, why me? What did I do to deserve this? You get out of that victim role and it just is what it is, and you become neutral. Instead, you understand the challenge, you recognize it as simply a difficult situation, two different perspectives, and you choose to shift your perspective and the emotional attachment to it, so that from your side of the discussion or conflict, you're choosing neutrality. Mindfulness can be particularly difficult in conflict because we become so immersed in our feelings, and we justify in our head why we're feeling this way, or we feed in to anchoring into our feelings. When we feel these, we typically ignore the why and focus on eliminating it through yelling, passive aggressiveness, these kind of things. The more we get stuck in our heads and fail to address the situation mindfully, the deeper it seeds in our bodies, like a simmering pot. This is why there's anger management classes. People can't stop simmering. So it doesn't take much to set them over, and get embroiled in arguments, because they never come down to just a cool water. That's why mindfulness is so important. Training the brain to react in a more peaceful and rational way so that you can better navigate life by being aware of your patterns and recognizing your triggers. And you're able to look deeper within to understand self, why I do what I do, what is most difficult for you. And you're helping yourself navigate these conflicting situations rather than just trying to eliminate the conflict altogether. So I encourage you to use the RAIN for conflict the next time you're in a conflict. Maybe it might be hard to apply it right then and there, but then take that breath, notice you're conflicted, and then say, I'd like to revisit this at a later date when we are both rational. Or if it's just you experiencing the conflict, what a great opportunity to go off to the side, process, ask yourself these questions so that you can understand why that is triggering what it's triggering in you. So I hope you found this helpful. I always love the comments in the comment section here. Let me know if this gave you insight and if you actually were able to apply it to a conflicting moment in your life. Till next time, all the best.